Hello there, my name is Abdullah Shebani, and this is my PSM1 presentation. The title of my project is a near real-time web-based Twitter data visualization tool for the 2024 US elections. Now let's start by giving an introduction to the project. Now we all know what Twitter is. Twitter is a very popular social media platform where people share their opinions, views, and post all kinds of real-world phenomena and events. It's also a very popular website for politics, where politicians post their opinions about certain types of elections, for instance, and so on. So that means that Twitter has a very large amount of real-time data that's being posted regularly, and that kind of data can be used by analysts, researchers, journalists, engineers, and so on to predict or to analyze that data for instance, we have two examples here to perform sentiment analysis, to identify the polarity of tweets regarding a topic, for instance, whether the users or whether the tweet that a certain user has posted um, is either like neutral or positive or negative towards a certain topic. It can also be used to predict stock market values or shares, whether they're going to drop or not. Now, as of this year, there are 390 million users on Twitter, and on the United States, there are 69.3 million users, 80% of them which are active. So let's give a bit of a project background. So manually analyzing that data on Twitter would take just so much time because you're dealing with millions or hundreds of thousands of tweets, polls, and comments. And they're all not there. It's very complex in the raw data and it's not filtered or organized. So it's very difficult for a specific individual, let's say an analyst or a researcher, to perform analysis on that data. So it's time consuming, and eventually the person would get bored or tired and so on. So the solution to this is to use data visualization tools to help visualize that data in an easily understandable way for the user or the analyzer, for instance, where we can visualize the popularity of the candidates of the 2024 elections in a very visually appealing way, which could also be used to predict, let's say, statistically speaking, whether a person is more likely to win in a certain state or win the entire elections. So the aim of the project is to use four kinds of technologies. So web scraping is number one, and this is the technology that basically acquires data from Twitter. It's kind of very similar to the Twitter API. And the next thing is data cleaning. So you perform this after you acquire the data. So you filter that data into very specific keywords that you want to use, and you ignore or remove the rest. And then near real-time processing. So this project will use near real-time, not real-time. So it will take a delay. You'll have a delay between each update of the data, or it will take time to process that data itself. So it wouldn't happen in milliseconds or instantly, like in real time. And the last technology is data visualization, where you take that data and you import it into a database. And once you import it, you then visualize it for the user so they can easily understand it in an interactive way. So there are three objectives to this project. Now, the first objective is to analyze the requirements to build this tool or to build this web-based tool, which we have done in PSM1 in our thesis. The next two will be done in PSM2, which are the actual development and the implementation of the website. And the second one is the evaluation. So once you're done developing the website and like writing code and the web scripting, data visualization, that's when you evaluate the website by doing user testing and then getting feedback from the users so we can further improve the website. Thank you very much. That's the end of this presentation.